Will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Donald Trump is now the 47th president of the United States. Frigid temperatures moved his swearing in indoors at the Capitol, which meant it was closed to the public. In his inaugural address, Trump zeroed in on several campaign promises now turned executive actions.
Jim Stratman is here with more on those executive orders. And Jim, a lot of topics touched on.
Yeah, he wasted no time in signing a whole bunch of executive orders, a lot of them having to do with campaign promises that he made. Well, it's not exactly clear how many orders were signed. We know that he spent most of the day either from inside the Capital One Arena or in the Oval Office signing those orders. Here are three big ones to note. President Trump pardoned 1,500 people who were convicted or charged in the January 6th attack on the Capitol. He also removed the United States from the Paris Climate Agreement, which is the international climate treaty where 200 countries work together to end global warming. Trump made the same move during his first term as president before President Biden rejoined in 2021. Trump is also imposing a tariff on Mexico and Canada. That is set to begin on February 1st.
We're thinking in terms of 25% on Mexico and Canada because they're allowing vast numbers of people. Canada's a very bad abuser also. Vast numbers of people to come in and fentanyl to come in.
President Trump didn't say what kind of action he might take on Chinese imports. The president also took some significant action on immigration, rolling back plenty of Biden-era policies through executive action. Those are sure to be challenged in courts. We're already seeing some of those challenges as well. We'll dive more into that coming up here in the next half hour of GMK. Grace, Eric?
All right, Jim, thank you. Several Kentucky GOP lawmakers and party leaders traveled to Washington, D.C. to attend President Trump's second inauguration. While some were able to be included in the crowd of 20,000 that attended the event at Capital One Arena, others had to get creative.
Out the window, you can see everyone is enjoying, and many of us had planned to be on the lawn, taking it all in at the edge of President Trump's inauguration.
That is State Senator Shelley Funky Frohmeyer of District 24. Because of the Arctic temperatures, she watched the inauguration from Congressman Thomas Massey's office. Only the most high-profile attendees were allowed to see the inauguration up close. That included, of course, Mitch McConnell.
Retired U.S. Representative John Yarmuth, the Democrat from Louisville, said he hoped President Trump would strike a conciliatory tone in his inaugural address. Instead, Yarmuth says he was disappointed and described it as a campaign speech.
It's already so dark. Again, the negativity is just astounding. Every inaugural address I've ever heard, except for his two, have been attempting to be uplifting. Again, painting a very bleak picture.
He watched that in real time with our senior reporter, Isaiah Kim Martinez. Now, some state GOP lawmakers and party leaders say they felt affirmed by Trump's America First inaugural address. They say they believe voters gave him a clear mandate to deliver on key promises like immigration reform and reducing inflation. You
can check out President Trump's full speech in the WHAS11 Plus app, available to stream right now. You can watch that on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.
Happy Martin Luther King Day 2025.
To celebrate the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, King Solomon Church hosted its annual day of service with the 53rd annual motorcade. Started at the Kroger on 28th Street, moved west on Broadway, and then along Chickasaw Park. The motorcade ended at King Solomon Baptist Church, where there was a service. Local leaders like Senator Gerald Neal offered a message of unity.
There's nothing that is happening now that has not happened historically over and over again, and we've overcome it every time. And we'll overcome this by being intentional, coming together, overcoming our distractions, and making it happen. God bless you all.
The MLK Week of Service runs through this Saturday, January 25th.
Mayor Craig Greenberg will join community leaders today to honor several LMPD officers who were shot in the line of duty. Officer Nick Wilt is one of them. Wilt was shot in the head while responding to the Old National Bank mass shooting in downtown Louisville in April of 2023. Mayor Greenberg will hold the special ceremony at Metro Hall. That starts at 10 this morning.
6:07, everybody, and starting today, lane restrictions are going to be in place on the Sherman-Minton Bridge for final inspection activities. That's according to the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet. There's going to be single lane closures for the east and westbound lanes of I-64. Those closures are set to run from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. through next Friday. It comes more than a month after crews finish work on the bridge's renewal project.